I had a baby in college, and I tell people about my baby all the time because he wasn't a stillborn; it was actually a baby. Okay, my mom might even know I was pregnant. I had just stopped coming home. I'm talking about big and pregnant too. Okay, I was 6 months.
I know what you're thinking. Your girl is on a ball this week. I am. Like, I got another reaction video already. I just put one out yesterday, and day before yesterday, and day before that. Nevertheless, I got you. If you are new here, we over here get straight into these reaction videos. And if you're liking reaction videos where you can give your opinion down below, hey, welcome. My name is Shaneria. Let's get straight into today's reaction video. If you are returning, you know how we like to do it.
Story time on how I had a whole baby in college and nobody knew I was pregnant but my friends and like a select few of friends, like 3. The daddy knew though. So I was on live earlier and I was like telling them this story and they was like, Amaya, what? I have so many stories, y'all. I just don't be telling y'all my stories, but I had a baby in college, and I tell people about my baby all the time because he wasn't a stillborn; it was actually a baby. Okay, my mom might even know I was pregnant. I had just stopped coming home. I'm talking about big and pregnant too. Okay, I was 6 months and ended up going to the doctor, and they told me I was having a boy, but I was trying to get on a run, but they didn't do them in Mississippi because I was in Mississippi State. So with that, I was trying to find every place to go, but I didn't have no car. So it was like I got the money up, but then I couldn't get there because I ain't had no car. And then my friend was like, okay, you can just drive my car because I had to go to Tennessee. So my friend was like, you can just drive my car, but then I had used the money by then. I ain't got the money no more. So y'all, I ended up going to class like a regular day, okay, and going to the bathroom. My best friend's brother was at my apartment washing clothes, and I ended up going to the bathroom. Everybody was at this party. I ended up going to the bathroom, and I wanted to go to the party, but again, nobody knew I was pregnant, so I literally just stayed like at home. Going to the bathroom, the placenta came out. So I called my best friend like, bitch, get here. So I went to the hospital and the doctor came in there like, hey, Miss Chapman, you're going to have to decide if you want to keep the baby. I mean, not keep the baby, but like your life or his life. And I'm like, Lord, my life. You know, I've told the story before, but I got new followers, so y'all need to kind of know a little thing. But the doctor was like, you know, either your life or his. And I'm like, mine. If a guy want me to have kids in the future, I'll have kids. I'm like 20 at the time. So I'm like, my life. So I had the baby. The baby was alive. And I'm like, now what? I can't go home with no baby. This ain't no tattoo with no piercing. This is a baby. My mom don't know I'm pregnant. So y'all, literally have the baby, stayed alive for like 4 hours, and I literally was like, what the hell? Y'all want part 2? Because I gotta tell you how my mama found out about the baby, because I was gonna take that to the grave. Okay, part 2 on how I had a secret baby in college. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it because I hate looking at people's story times and they don't get right into it. If you haven't seen part 1, go watch part 1. Okay, cool. So I had a baby. I stayed in the hospital for like 2 weeks. My best friend did not leave my side. Okay, did not leave my side at all. So my mom was calling me every day like, Kamaya, how's class? And I'm like, oh, class was good. Or, you know, I just had a C-section. So I'm like on meds and they're like continuously doing tests and stuff because it was like a real emergency C-section or whatever. So my mama calling me and I'm like really not in the energy, and it's like I really want to tell her this, but I just can't tell her. So I'm like, you know, class is good, mama, but I'm gonna call you back. I got tests this week. It was midterm time too, so I missed 2 weeks of school, y'all. Long story short, I ended up getting kicked out of school, like dismissed. Mind you, I had been down there playing, okay, like playing, honey. My GPA was, it went down to a 0.75, and I had like previously years, I had like academic suspension, academic probation, I appealed, They was like, yeah, you're getting dismissed as far as like you got to stay out a week or stay out a year. So I'm like, a year is crazy. But my best friend ended up getting kicked out too. So fast forward, that was in March. So fast forward to May, okay? So I'm at home for the summer, thinking I'm just home for the summer. And May is when they sent the email. My best friend was from Mississippi, so she ended up coming home with me. Y'all, Child, we was laying in the bed. I never forget. We was laying in the bed and my mama came in there and was like, get up, y'all, get up. You done got kicked out of school. So I'm like, what? Kicked out of school? Like my GPA? I mean, mama, I did good this semester because ironically, I had did good that semester. I had like A's and B's. They like, no, bitch. So kicked out of school. And my best friend was like, bitch, I felt like I was getting kicked out too. So I checked my email and she got the same email. So my mom ended up literally making us like, my best friend had a G6. This is when Pontiac. And she ended up taking the keys. Like that whole summer, she was so mean to us. Like the whole month of May, my birthday's in May. Mind you, my best friend's birthday in May and my mom's birthday in May. You ain't celebrate nothing. You got kicked out of school. So it was a library by my house or whatever. And like she made us walk to the library every day. Like you gotta find a job. You gotta go into another school. But I'm like, mom, my GPA is 0.75. Like nobody's gonna accept me. And she like, I don't give a fuck. You're going somewhere. You're getting up out of here. Y'all not gonna be laying around. You're not going out. Like, no, this is not that. She was being so mean. So y'all get to the part where she found out. So boom. You know, like I told you, the baby stayed alive. So he had a death certificate, birth certificate, all that. I'm working at the library with like the high school students. Yo, why my mama come down to the library? Mind you, my mama had asthma real bad. Like if she walked to the bed to the door, she can't breathe, like having to have like real like treatments. Y'all, she walked in there. I'm in the thing with the kids, with the teenagers or whatever. She walking in, she like, come here, but her face just looks so like distraught, like somebody had died. So she like, come here, come with me to the bathroom. So I'm scared. I go in the bathroom. I'm like, what's up, Mom? She was like, who is Chase? Part 3. If you want it, let me know. Part 3. So y'all, I'm in the thing. I mean, where was I? Oh, I left off there. See, I ain't here this time. Oh, yeah. So we in the bathroom, so she's like, come on, who's Chase? And I'm like, Mama, can we talk about this at home? She was like, no. Mind you, my mama played all day. Like, she wasn't really never serious, but this is the most serious I've ever seen her. So she was like, come here, who's Chase? Like, fucking tell me now. I just started crying. Because I just started crying. Mind you, this is my mama. I mean, you know, she one of the mamas, black mamas. Open up your mirror. You could have went to jail. So I'm like, Mama, I had a baby. So she starts crying. So she's like, come on, what? So she's like, let's go now. So my best friend is out there and we have to walk, we have to leave the group and walk back to the house. And she's like, come on here. Mind you, my mama walked down to the library. I told y'all that. So she definitely finna have an asthma attack because I just shot her goddamn blood pressure up high. So we get to the house and I just tell her like, Mama, I had a baby. And she's like, come on here, why you didn't like say something, because anything could have happened to you. Which she ain't lying. Now that I think about it, she ain't lying, because they could have really, I could have died, you know. And I was young with myself, like my best friend, shots up her, you know, she didn't leave my side, but I literally could have died. And they fucked up my stomach, like they butchered my stomach for sure, like it was crazy. But anyway, so I ended up telling her, and like she was super just sad, like, you know, we could have did anything, like we could have, something could have happened, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like, you could have told me, and I thought we were better than that. So she wasn't more hurt or anything. She wasn't mad. She was just hurt. And I feel like, damn, I should have told her. But, you know, God is able. Ended up, like, my mom's birthday, I mean, not my mom's birthday, but the day we buried my mom is March the 2nd, and my baby's birthday is March the 3rd. So I feel like they up there together, and that makes me feel really happy. You know what I'm saying? But that was crazy, y'all. Like, that was super crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That was the most crazy shit I've been through my life. I ain't even gonna lie. It really was, like, oh. But, you know, all was well. I did end up graduating. I ended up transferring schools. I got accepted into a 4-year accredited school with a 0.75, and I graduated with a 3.9. It didn't take me 4 years. It took me 7, but all is well. So you gotta keep fucking going. But I got plenty of story times, y'all. You know, just let me know if you ever want to hear one, because my life is pretty crazy. I will say that. I'm going to upload a picture of my baby too. Now, trigger warning, it's not like morbid or nothing, but he is deceased on the picture. But it's a little picture. And I don't know why the fuck they put him in a white dress. But I was there.
You know what? I understand that her mother was like sad about her not telling her, because she like, dang, like, why couldn't she tell me this when she could have lost her life? Anything could happen, which is true. Like, I know sometimes you might feel like, you disappointing your parent, your loved one, or whoever, but these type of things you really need to tell somebody other than like your friend. Y'all was the same age. Like, tell your mother, your father, somebody older that can really be there for you in case something happened in the hospital. Somebody that knows you. And if anything happened, they can go ahead, hurry up, tell the nurse, the doctor, or something, and they already know stuff. Like, what if you was allergic to something and you didn't know, but your mother knew? Like, some type of medicine that wasn't discussed growing up. Like, anything could have happened. Then the doctor came in and said, it's either you or the baby. Like, which one would you choose? Like, a lot of people would say their child, but then you leaving this earth and that child left on this earth, who's going to take care of your child while you're gone? So that situation is kind of complicated because some people rather save their child and feel like that their child life is more important. But at the same time, yes, you definitely can have another baby, but nobody can have another you. Like, once you here, nobody can have another you. So she would have been stuck between a rock and a hard shell, and then nobody knows but her friend. Like, 3 of her friends, and one was there with her the whole time, and she was really for real thinking about taking this situation to her grave. But mama knows best, and she didn't really say how her mother figured it all out, the baby name to come to her and address her with it. But mama wasn't daggone playing. She wanted to know, and she was going to know. And by God's will, he wanted her mother to find out that she had a grandchild before. Rest in peace to her mother. And yeah, like, that's sad. That had to be like literally on her mind, until this day, for her to tell a story time. But yeah, ladies, if you're in college, high school, whatever it is, don't be ashamed. It happened. You can't take it back. But make sure your loved ones know this, in case something happened to you, in case you get sick, in case it had to be a life or death situation. And in this case, she made it through without telling her family, but now she regretted. So y'all, please just let go of all what they might think of me, what people might say, and please tell someone these type of situations. Like, they can only be mad a little bit, but at least that they are willing to stand by your side. Even if they ain't, like, at least if something happened, somebody other than your friends that's like probably 18 at the time, 19, because y'all was in college, would know and will be able to tell the doctors and make everything clear and aware if something was to happen to you or that baby. You guys, drop down in the comment section giving your opinion of what you think about this story. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you are returning, thank y'all so much. Y'all see, I'm uploading. I'm literally uploading. Like, this week was every single day, starting from Sunday, and now we here on Saturday. So you guys, just keep on watching. Thank you guys, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.